Jasper's actually finally going to stop. He's gonna turn. He's gonna set down his stick. He's gonna sit down his plastic head. He's gonna put both hands on Trip's shoulders. He's gonna lean in real close. It's like, why do you have to worry about every minute detail of everything?
Guess who's back?
Back again.
Hey, what up?
Check an email from his friends.
What is the last thing Marcus did?
Attempted to flex his powers again and panicked and he ran off into the woods. And that's where I left off.
That's where we'll start. Running through the woods, half werewolf, half man, all panic.
Oh woo. Oh woo.
Oh woo.
Oh woo.
Oh woo's in the chat.
Did do it again though.
I did that and I keep looking around the corner to see if my partner's gonna poke their head around the corner and go, oh woo, you started a howl.
You must.
I started.
You ran for a while, Marcus. You don't know how long you ran. When you're panicked like that, seconds feel like minutes, minutes feel like hours, hours feel like days. What stops you from your panicked sprint is a sudden sense of falling. You don't fall long, but you fall hard. The world seems to swallow you up for a second, and you hit the ground, feet first. Not long enough of a fall to topple you end over end. But when you reach the ground and you look up, you see a hole, maybe 10 feet above your head, just out of reach.
There was a herd in chat while you described that.
Me.
Oh, perfect. As you hit, you feel your knees buckle and your ankles turn. And something in your knee kind of snaps. Oh! So even when you stand up, you don't feel very stable.
It's just a hole.
It's just a hole. Straight down. That you can see anyway. Because
Come
it's
on,
pretty
what
dark.
will feeling?
I'm just gonna, for the moment, I sit up against the wall and I'm gonna massage my knee and I'm thinking to myself, you know, if I'm down here, no one could see me at least. No one saw that.
You scooch against the wall. It's just dirt. So you end up having like a tiny shower of dirt cascade over your hair. Just insulting. Just a little insult in a weird situation. Above your head, off in the distance, you hear a door open and then close.
I look up at the top of the hole and wait. Pull my bathrobe up around me.
You don't hear much for a minute or so before suddenly, from above, there is a blinding light. As your eyes adjust, it's not as bright as you thought it was at first. Maybe it's just a flashlight or a phone light. But as the light shifts just a little to the side, there's a silhouette of a head poking down into the hole. Hey dude, are you okay?
Panic realization sets in and I'm going to release the transformation.
Okay.
I fell and I tweaked my knee really bad.
Yeah, it's kind of a long fall. How tall are you?
Like 5'8", 5'9".
Oh, that's okay. Maybe you'll still grow.
Rude.
Hold
Well, that's
tight,
perfect
I
height.
guess. Hold tight. Let me see if I can find like something to get you out of there. And
The moment they leave, I'm gonna center myself and I'm going to make myself tall again. Not wide enough to fit this hole and like crush myself, but I'm making myself tall enough that I can reach myself up and pull myself out of here and get the hell out of Dodge before someone comes back. Because I don't know this person. That's my purse.
Okay. Just going straight up, I mean 10 feet. I'd say that's probably 6 madness dice. So, coming fresh off some panic, you try to center yourself. You can't really find where the center is. And you don't really get a chance to kind of settle in before you start stretching up and up and up. And as your head pokes over the edge of the hole, leaves falling down onto your shoulders, you see not really a kid, not really an adult, like a teenager. Dark hair, dark eyes. Seems to be fully human. Just standing back a few feet from the hole, just watching you rise. And your shoulders, they get a little stuck. You're not being crushed by the hole, but it is really tight. You find it hard to get your hands up over your shoulders to push yourself out like you thought you were going to. And mark off a response. Fight or flee.
I'm somewhat stuck in this hole. I think fight is going to kick in.
So you
I'm basically like cornered here. I'm just gonna start thrashing in this hole. Like, no, like extreme like claustrophobia reaction. As someone who has extreme claustrophobia, I know exactly how I'd react to that, and that is thrash.
As you start to freak out, as your pulse starts to rise and surge, and everything goes kind of foggy around the edges, this kid, he creeps a little closer, crouching down by the hole, leaving enough space that it doesn't seem threatening. But he kind of looks at you like, hey man, you're not gonna get out of there that way. You just take a breath. It's fine, you're fine. Everything's fine. And he turns his head toward, if you can focus your attention long enough, you might be able to see it. Just a tiny little cottage style house, almost like the ones in town, but not quite. Pretty far off in the distance, a light glowing in the windows. And he kind of makes like a clicking sound with his tongue, like he's calling something over.
Oh God, I think.
Tries repeatedly to just get a breath to stop hyperventilating.
And you can, but it's kind of like a cycle. The deeper you breathe, the tighter it feels. And as you struggle, more dirt falls around the edges, caking down by your feet, weighing you down. Out of the woods, you weren't really there for much of it. But a tiny cat, like a plushy cat, boneless and doughy, trots from the house, weaving through trees, a mechanical purr, and heads over to the teenager, the boy. It's so hard to see how old he might be, but the kitty cat weaves on over until he's scooped up by this kid. Dude, that's not how you do it. Just like, breathe in 3, hold for 3, breathe out 3. Have you never done that before?
No.
Okay, well, I don't know, try it now. Maybe if you get a little smaller.
Like my hands are basically stuck like this, right?
They're pinned against your body.
I'm just gonna try to place them on the lip of this hole and start to slowly release the transformation.
Okay. And when it seems like you're kind of starting to sink away, this kid reaches out, grabs each of your hands, and starts to pull you up out of the hole. He's definitely a little stronger than he looks. His feet digging into the soft dirt. Just tugging.
I'll continue to finally release the last of the transformation till I'm my normal size. And just try to dig my feet into the wall, the dirt wall, and scrabble up.
Yeah, you're between your gripping and his pulling, you start to crest the edge of the hole. He loops an arm under your armpits to haul you up as your feet just skitter against the sides of the walls. And together, the two of you kind of stumble out. There's only one person in the scene right now, so you get a Rick and a Care, I guess. As you both fall over together from momentum and the effort, the cat that he called over, purring mechanically, loops over to just sit on top of you, all squishy and doughy and not really that warm or heavy. It's weird. But as you sit there, if you let it sit there, the pain in your knee starts to fade. The panic starts to drop. And your vision starts to focus again.
Who are you? Why are you out here in the woods?
How did I live here? Why are you here?
I got freaked out leaving the town.
Because, like, your powers?
Yeah.
Can you just make yourself, like, big and small and shit?
No, I can do other things.
You have more than one power?
Like I can transform myself.
Into, like, anything?
I tried to turn myself into a werewolf to see if I could do it.
Dude, do a Power Ranger.
What?
Do a Power Ranger! Come on, man!
Well, I just tried to do the thing, and, like, you saw what happened. I got stuck in that hole.
What? Like, you're out now. Whatever. You're not gonna be cool. It's fine.
I can try to do a Power Ranger.
Peer pressure.
No, it's fine. If you want to do it, it's whatever.
Look around. I'm looking around on the ground for like a rock about yay big.
Sure. You don't have to look very far.
I pick it up and I act out the whole motion from like when like original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and I try to activate the power.
Okay. We'll say
Which
5.
ranger?
We'll say 5. Madness days.
You know, we're gonna go with Tommy's White Ranger.
Ah, that is a personality test in itself.
You said original Mighty Morphin. White Ranger was not
Right.
until Ninja.
No, there was a White Ranger before
Yeah,
Ninja. Fight
There
me.
was.
There was a White Ranger.
That was one of my first crushes.
He started off
I would
green.
know.
White became season 2.
Yeah. Yep. You said original.
He did start off green. But
It started. Okay, I'll give you that one. But I want you to know, it's been like 2 decades since I watched Power Rangers. Fight me.
The movie where they get their ninja powers is on Netflix. Fight me.
That is no excuse.
It is. Okay, I have something I have to show the kids tomorrow. Thank you for that. I saw that in feed. You want to know how old I was?
Our youngest has discovered Power Rangers, and now any picture ever taken is a Power Ranger pose. It is the best.
Hell yeah.
kiddos
It
get
is
to
the best.
That's 10 out of 10 for parenting right there.
You succeeded on, like, all of the dice. So I'm gonna say that happens, no problem. Like,
Oh,
maybe
hell yeah.
maybe it's the playfulness that does it. Maybe it's the fact that there's really kind of no consequences. Nothing's after you right now, but it only takes a couple of seconds before, like, your body shimmers and shifts head to toe. And there you are. You look down. You are standing in, to the best of your memory, the outfit of the White Ranger.
Also, as a point of
Use the
argument,
sword.
season 2 was still Mighty Morphin, and it was episode 17 and 18 that they introduced Tommy as the White Ranger. So fight me.
Nerd.
Do the roar.
You said original, though. Season 2 is not
You
original.
said original.
Sorry,
Do the roar.
I'm getting looks right now from someone. for the fact that I'm arguing about the Power Rangers.
I can step it up even nerdier, but I'm gonna hold it back because this is your scene. I go deep on
why?
Tokusatsu, my dude. I'll fuck you up. Go ahead.
Clearly, for 2024,
Jen, is it
I need to run the Power Rangers game.
Yeah.
Oh God, there's a Power Rangers game.
Mm-hmm. It's
There
true.
is.
Is there a
I think it's
Gundam Wing game? He says, hoping with bated breath. Matt, well, I may have to try to bribe you later.
So I'm gonna look at this kid and be like, there, Power Ranger, boom, happy.
Oh my god, it's so fucking sick. Damn, dude.
Does the sword
I
talk?
run into some bullshit stuff around here, but that was like one of the coolest things I've ever seen. So like, where are you headed? Where are you from?
I'm gonna ramble off the town name that John cannot remember right now.
Mysteria.
Wisteria?
I'm from Wisteria.
No way, man. No. You fucking with me?
I'm from. How did you get here?
Oh, like whenever I fell through my closet. It's some bullshit.
Like how long ago?
I don't know. How long have you been here?
I thought it had been like a day, but according to the people I met, it's been like a week.
Yeah, that checks out. Time here is weird. The longer you stay, the weirder it gets.
I think it was like a week. They said I missed some work, so I'm assuming it was like a week.
Ugh. Work. Good thing you got here, because that sucks.
What's your name?
Well, I don't really remember. Like I said, dude, things get weird. It'd be pretty sweet to go back home, though.
And we're trying to figure out how to get out of here. Do you want to come with us?
That'd be cool. I've heard some shit. Like, are you heading to Mad City?
I think that's where the others wanted to go. They said we had to find a door?
Yeah. Like, I mean, it's not safe in the Mad City. But, like, that's kind of the only way to get out of here. That I've heard. You can go through any damn door you want, but, like, where you come out is fucking crazy. Are you here with people?
Yeah, there's 5 of us.
Nice.
Yeah, there's like this weird guy named Jasper and a guy named Lewis and another person and another person that I didn't really talk to a whole bunch.
You're like not friends or something?
I don't have a lot of friends.
Why not, dude? You're pretty cool. You know the Power Rangers. Fuck yeah.
I'm gonna hang on. It feels weird wearing this outfit for so long. And I'll release the power.
Aw. Can you like do that for other people? Or is it just you?
As far as I've noticed, it's just me.
Damn. Pretty sweet power.
Summon the sword.
Anyway, you want to meet like back up with your friends?
Yeah, do you want me to figure out how to get out of the woods?
Fuck yeah.
I kind of just ran blindly.
And he's gonna start walking in a direction that seems like toward nothing to you, but he seems to know where he's going. And we will cut back to Team Trail. What are y'all up to?
Walking and rubbing my neck.
Leading the group towards the city.
Wondering where. Does Jasper still have the head on him, or did that get like tossed to the side? Okay. Wondering about our reception when we bring the head of a citizen of this realm with us.
It's kind of a long walk. It seems like it's longer than it looks. Like you walk along and you're making progress, but it's not like as fast as it feels like it should be. But you do keep moving. And after a while, as the city kind of comes into view, there is definitely a city there. The tower gets clearer, and then in front of that, there seems to be rows of buildings. Different sizes, different shapes. Just based on silhouette alone, it looks like it's the most eclectic collection of architecture you've ever seen. The exact opposite of the houses in Toyland. They are all different. Built at different times, at like even different angles. You're not really sure if maybe the ground is uneven as you get closer or you're uneven. But everything about the city just kind of feels tilted.
This place is gonna give me such a headache.
Focus on your feet.
Speak for yourself.
I thought I did.
But just as you're coming on at least the outer row of buildings for the city, there's no gate or anything, it just starts and stops. You hear rustling off on the side of the woods. Just the sound of
Lightning.
leaves rustling, branches snapping.
What fresh hell is this?
This is the sleepy place.
Yep.
I'll go over it again with you if you need me to, Trip.
Perhaps later.
Okay.
And before long, you see a
What
kid,
is it?
a teenager, an adult, you can't really tell. Again, dark eyes, dark hair. That plushy kitty cat tagging along by his feet. And Marcus, a few steps behind, parts the trees, stomps along, and emerges out into the trail right next to you.
Hey!
I'm gonna wave my
Drop a
stick.
charging.
I'm gonna wave my stick covered in the goo, just in a general like waving manner to Marcus.
Hey guys,
Hi, y'all.
Hey,
I'm
Hey.
going
see,
to...
I told you you'd be back.
Yes, you did.
Feel better?
Who's this?
I
Where's your friend?
Yeah, I made a friend.
Yay!
Yeah,
Good for you.
Of course you did. You're awesome, Marcus.
Feels like the coolest power ever.
Oh, yeah. It's kind of freaky. In a good way.
John,
sorry, I
like
didn't catch your
apparently
name.
turned into a Power Ranger.
It was
No shit.
Sorry, which
so
one?
cool, man.
I
Which
did
one?
Tommy's White Ranger.
Ah, boring.
Not bad. I like the green myself, but then again, I'm sorry. Anything that comes up with missiles for fingers, awesome.
I'm gonna have Amelia and Jasper and Lewis roll for me. Because the difficulty would be different for each of you, I'm not gonna roll against you. I'm just gonna see how many successes you get.
All right.
Sebastian, you can roll 2. I don't know if I said that, but I'm probably a higher difficulty.
Okay. What am I rolling? Just straight roll?
Just straight roll. You can add exhaustion if you want to. I'm not telling you what to do on that one.
Well, I am.
Start the night off strong.
Hell yeah.
Lewis, you don't really notice a lot. This ephemerally aged dude hanging out just at the edge of the trail. Amelia and Jasper and Sebastian. Sebastian, honestly, when you look at this guy, you're surprised by like the lightning bolt of recognition. Because like normally you wouldn't remember this kind of thing. But Jasper and Amelia. His face isn't quite right. It seems a little older, but also somehow not. But you're pretty sure that's Jared, the first kid that disappeared. Jasper's brother. Stand there petting the plushy kitty cat, having fetched your friend from the woods.
Covered in goo, in my metal ward outfit, holding a plastic man's head and a branch, Jasper's just gonna go run up and hug Jared.
Oh, fuck yeah, man. He's gonna hug back, arms wrapping around him.
They said I killed
But
you.
there's kind of like... Wait, hold on, dude.
Everybody said I killed you.
He's gonna kind of like push Jasper back, not like violently, but just
Right.
to kind of get some distance, hands on each shoulder, as he kind of like stares like he's working out something in his head. Bro, this place does weird shit with your head. I know you?
Jared, it's me.
I'm Jared.
Yeah. I'm Jasper.
Jasper. Are you guys from Wisteria too?
I mean, not anymore.
Yeah, we all are.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta be from somewhere, right, man? Jasper. That's
Yeah,
so
like I was in Wisteria, and then like after all the kids went missing, like a couple like they sent me away because they said I was crazy and that I probably killed you. But I told them that I didn't. That you were just missing.
Nah, dude. I got like wild story. I got sucked into the fucking closet.
Yeah, like, oh,
You fell through your closet?
Yeah.
that's okay.
I tried to tell my mom like 6 times there was something in there.
And she wouldn't
And she was
listen
like,
to you.
it's fine. Sprayed some shit. Sprayed some fucking perfume in there. Like that was gonna solve something. And then like one night I like opened it up and I just fell inside.
Jasper's gonna go back to trying to hug Jared.
Jasper. Hug. Yeah, Jared will hug right back. He's still working something out really hard in his head. But he seems to kind of like relax into the hug. It's not as much of a startled response as it was the first time.
Right.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Man, I'm sorry they thought you did something that's dumb as hell.
It's okay. It's okay.
Amelia, what was that?
I was addressing Jasper. Do you think that's your brother? Does he look like your brother?
This is my brother. Guys, this is Jared. Like, he'll turn to, like, show off his brother.
I'm Jared. Huh.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, look, you're not a doll.
No, dude. And he's not.
When you
Win-win.
fell
There's-
through your closet, did you fall outside of this gate or did you fall into Toyland?
I don't know. I don't think there was anything out here then.
How long have you been? Well, I know how long you've been here.
Yeah.
How long has it felt to you?
I don't know. Forever and also no time? Dude, how long has it fucking been?
Are you sure you want the answer to that question?
Like 20 years?
Damn.
You didn't even let him answer first.
Were you going to tell him either way? Why are we wasting time?
I was gonna be like gentle about it.
Eh.
No, that's cool.
Anyways, Jared,
I'm
these
trying to
guys...
see people.
Jared, these guys want to get back to Wisteria. Do you think you can help them get back?
I mean, I've heard some shit. I always felt like there was something I was missing, and for a while I was trying to get back to it. I heard there's like, okay, doors here are fucked up.
Right.
So there's only like one door in the whole place where you can just like open it and go where you want to go. So I'm guessing that's maybe like the door you want, so you don't like wander all over Mad City till like you turn into a nightmare and die.
Big fan of not that last one.
I mean, like, you're not
Yeah.
dead, but you're like dead inside.
Oh, so like normal.
No.
Dude, that's dark.
Be a therapist, dude.
I
Jared, you
have
seem
a
kind of
therapist.
like get a better therapist. You seem pretty together for the most part. Have you seen anybody else, like other people, or just like other monsters?
Well, there's like a ton of people in the Mad City. Like, some people kind of find their way there. Some people like have been there so long they don't even remember who they are anymore. Jared, you're Jasper. Don't even remember like who they were anymore. There's people that like maybe always here. I don't really know. And then there's people like, well, like you, and I guess me, who kind of end up here. How long has it been since y'all slept?
Good question.
We
A
haven't slept since we've been here, except for Marcus.
Oh,
There
dude,
you
don't
go.
sleep like out here. You just get murdered.
No, Marcus was asleep
Anyway,
in the toy
Mad
box.
City's that way. If you want to go.
Hey, murdered by what?
Oh, dude. Like, there's so much stuff. Like there's. You guys haven't like seen like kids with like paper for head, right?
We've seen kids with plastic
like,
for head
tell you
and
that,
hold,
like,
and hold up
story about you?
Toyland Man's head.
Oh shit. That one looks familiar. Okay, but like no paper heads.
Not yet.
Not so far.
Cool. Cool.
Saw a crazy shadow creature.
Where was that?
Between here and Toyland.
It's outside the gate.
Neat. Anyway, so you want to go to the Mad City?
Sure. Do you spend a lot of time in the Mad City, or do you spend most of the time out here in the
Oh,
woods?
dude, I spend most of the time out here. It's not safe in the Mad City.
So I keep hearing.
Is it any amount safer out here? Because you seem to also say it's pretty dangerous here too.
I mean, unless you fall into a hole, and you're usually fine. But there's not like a way out here. But if y'all just want to stay.
Not really.
Cool.
I admit there is some appeal, but yeah, rather go home.
Sweet. We can try to get there together if you want. Jared.
I'm
Okay.
cool with it.
Jared, Jasper. Wait, what are your names?
This is Lewis,
Lewis.
Amelia, Sebastian, but we call him Trip, and Marcus.
Cool. Good to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you too.
You'll know you're in.
Have you met anybody else from-
You'll know you're in when Amelia says you can call her Amy.
Sweet. Thanks for the tip, dude.
Yeah.
Have you met anyone else from Wisteria?
Not in a while. You looking for somebody?
Well, it would seem that I think all of us have got somebody who disappeared. Now I'm just curious as to, because we saw 2 kids in the box. You.
So,
Stands to reason there'd be 4 left that we haven't met yet from Wisteria.
Don't forget the dad.
And the dad. That's a good point. I gesture to the head and the dad.
you've been here a while.
Yeah. I mean, I've got an older brother who supposedly got taken, but seems more likely he wound up here given the current state of things.
Who's your brother?
Name. Because I don't remember. Brandon.
What
My older
does
brother
he look
Brandon.
like? What's he look like?
Kind of like me. I haven't. He was like 2.5, 3 years older than me. I mean, he disappeared when he was like 9.
Oh, dude, like you, but like taller.
Possibly.
I want to say yeah. I want to see I've seen him. It's been a while. I don't really know where he went. He was in the city. You guys are all missing somebody?
Not anymore.
Seems like it.
Jared kind of gives a big smile to Jasper. Jasper.
Smiles back.
And see, we've already have a happier ending than we thought we would.
And over till we're out of here.
You guys were Amelia, Marcus, Lewis. Do you have somebody you're looking for?
My sister as well.
Same.
Marcus doesn't say anything. He's been quiet ever since the realization that this is Jasper's sibling.
What do they look like? Do they have names?
Shannon, last name
Emily.
and description.
Tall, blonde-headed.
She probably
Light-eyed.
also has lightning powers.
Lightning
Maybe.
powers. I don't know where any lightning powers, but
Weather
I don't
control.
remember.
We're going to X-Men now.
Like sound familiar? I don't know. They weren't in like toy place.
Nope, only
Not that we
Marcus.
saw,
Only
no.
Marcus's
No, not.
sister.
Marcus like cringes at that being brought back up.
She got toyed, huh?
Toyd?
Points at the
Turned in.
plastic part of his neck.
Yeah.
Is there more than one way to become toyed?
I don't know. This place is weird.
I mean, I feel like I'm already like 10% to a Ken doll, so.
Yep. Yeah. Could have been worse.
Oh, I'm not arguing the fact. You could have grabbed me somewhere else.
So, I mean, how? Marcus says he's been here like a week. How long have you guys been here?
I want to say less than a day,
As far as
but
we know, just a day.
And Marcus disappeared 2 days before we got here.
Okay, so it's only been 3 days. I thought y'all said it had been longer.
Oh, dude, it's probably like your brain. Your brain does weird shit here. You guys are probably cool. You guys are probably haven't gotten too far ahead and behind and. But
Time.
so Okay, so like, you see like that big building, like way in the back.
Yar.
The super tall dude, that guy.
Mm-hmm.
That's the high school.
Of course it is.
That's where the door is supposed to be. The door. Door you can just go anywhere you want.
But you've never
Anywhere.
been.
But what?
But you've never been?
Nah. That place sucks. Like, you'd probably be fine? Maybe. I don't know. But like the rest of us?
Why do you say it that way?
Because boys never graduate high school.
Well, it's a good thing Amy's a girl.
You guys are like a little old, but like, I don't know what's gonna happen when if we go in there.
Well, let's find out.
Cool. So, like, what time is it?
Time is it?
It's like 10:30.
Only been 2 hours.
Provided we can trust these.
Nah.
I mean, then again, the light level doesn't seem to have changed very much.
Oh no, it's always this dark.
I don't know if it's morning or evening. Midday or night.
So, okay, so the rumor is that the door only unlocks during the 13th hour. So we got some time to kill.
I mean, we have to get there and like be ready and everything,
Yeah.
right? Unless there's something else you wanted to do,
Yeah,
Jared.
because we don't know what side of the clock we're on. Have we already passed the 13th hour? Do we need to wait for it to fully go back around?
Would our watches even know that it was the 13th hour?
If they're here, yeah. Also, you'll know.
Ominous.
That's
Take your
not
word
it.
for it.
Stating it.
Oh,
Do you guys like want to go try to like find your people or?
Found mine.
I'm on the fence. I'm real on the fence now.
Well, look, I found Jared. Jared's mostly fine. I'm sure your guys' will be fine too.
I'm good.
He even has a cat, and if he was a bad person, that cat would not be anywhere near him.
Scourge is a good cat.
Not worried about him being a bad person.
I'm worried about
Okay.
how I'll react to seeing him.
Jared, you're a super cool dude, but I don't know.
We've been affected by the loss of these individuals more than we were affected by their presence in our lives.
That's deep, bro.
Jared helped get me out of a hole. I trust Jared.
It's not that I don't trust him.
Jared's trustworthiness was never in question.
I worry that
I mean-
the person I find is not going to be my sister.
I mean, we did okay. We're doing okay with this, and we're, well, at least borderline adults. I shudder to think what may have happened to a 7, 8, or 9-year-old child being dropped into this place with absolutely no reference points and no awesome people to meet.
I think I've like seen him around, but I don't remember. So
Amy, your sister, yes or no?
You broke up really bad.
Jasper asked Amy if she wants to go find her sister, yes or no.
I don't think I entirely want to know what kind of person is left after being here for so long.
Then just the high school, I guess, Jared.
cool. I got some time to kill though. Follow me, I guess. And he'll lead you guys into the Mad City proper. As you cut across the barrier, you realize like this place is huge. There's a main road that kind of curves around far, far out of sight. The buildings are an eclectic mix of modern and new and Victorian and Tudor. It seems like all of time and space just kind of vomited into this space. There is a mix of both like modern streetlights and gaslit lamps. People wander the streets about their business, wearing clothes from all different time periods. And as you
Do the
cross the...
Do the people react to seeing us?
They do. Some of them who aren't in a hurry getting from one place to another, they'll kind of glance your way. Nobody yet really stops you. But they definitely haven't seen you before, so it gets an extra lingering kind of look.
What kind of shops and stuff are around here? Like, there's people going around doing stuff, and I'm assuming working jobs or whatever, but, like...
There's... On one side, it seems like entirely residential. On the other side, it seems entirely commercial. There are just as much variety in the shops and in the commercial locations as there was in the architecture itself. There's a little tiny cobbler shop. There's a bakery.
Is there a bookshop?
There's a bookshop.
Can we go?
Sure. You kind of walk around the curve, passing the bakery, and it smells so good. You pass the cobbler shop, you pass the little clothes boutique, you pass, it's maybe like a magic shop. And you find yourself in front of a bookshop. It's got kind of cobblestone right in front of the front of it. lattice style shutters by the windows. You've never really seen that before. You can't even place it in a specific time. But instead of like a nice catchy title or something, it just says books above the shop door.
Right to the point. Books.
Jared, what form of currency do they use here?
Do you have coins?
Like pocket change?
No, dude, like coins.
I pull out like 3 quarters and a couple of pennies.
What is that?
This is U.S. coins. This is all I got.
No, we do not have the money of the currency of this place.
Not. Do you want to get some coins?
How do we get coins?
Oh, you just trade memories.
Memories.
Everybody's got some bad ones they just want to give up now and then.
Hey, Jared,
But
do you think that might be why you don't remember your Jared?
fuck, maybe.
That the only way to get coins?
Is it a coin per memory, or do certain memories have an exchange value?
There's like an exchange rate, like the real juicy ones you can get more for. There is another way. If you want to go to the Warrens, though.
The Warrens?
Yeah.
What are the Warrens?
They're like tunnels.
The Undercity.
And how would we get coins in the Warrens?
Kind of gotta. I mean, you still gotta trade for them. But I hear like the wax king's pretty cool. You can offer him whatever. Maybe. I mean, I've heard he can do some like really crazy shit. Maybe. Like if you don't want to like deal with the high school, maybe we could make a deal with him to get home.
I worry what he may ask for.
Yeah.
We are somewhat limited in terms of resources.
I don't really talk to a lot of people, but like, whatever he ends up asking for, like, he'll get it. Or else, you know.
Yeah. Let's mark that as Plan B.
Cool.
So, why is the high school so dangerous? I know you said guys don't graduate, but do they get murdered, eaten, turned into birds? What?
I don't know, man. They just go away. And like, the girls that graduate, like, ugh. You know, ugh.
Those.
High school was probably some of the worst years of my life. I'm gonna need you to be a bit more specific, please.
Yeah, I don't think I quite
What?
understand.
Trip, were any years of yours ever decent? Because straight up, everything's always freaking miserable with you.
Back when I had my brother, yes.
Then let's go find your
like,
fucking
you don't want
brother.
him?
I don't know.
Maybe yours didn't trade you away for whatever it was.
I'm sorry. I have no idea how or where we'd begin to look, but
Is there a way to buy back memories you've given away?
I don't think so.
Can you buy other people's memories?
I mean, I guess if you could like track down the coins they got made into, and probably get them back that way.
oh, they've okay.
Yeah, you can like get other people's memories too. That's what you asked, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like most of the time,
Is there-
you gotta wait for like the bazaar. But some of these shops probably, like maybe that one pointing to the little magic shop off in the corner, and maybe the bookstore. I don't know. The bookstore might have some memories. Whose memories do you want? Just want some extras.
Maybe yours. Depends on
I
who we
was
run into later.
I was thinking that, yeah.
Hmm.
Is there some version of the Yellow Pages?
What's the Yellow Pages?
Phone book.
I think anybody would trade away a memory about a phone book.
Like a book about phones.
It's a
phone numbers.
It's a book of phone numbers and addresses for all the citizens of a city.
I don't think so. I mean, if there was, maybe it'd be in District 13.
The hell's District 13?
Oh, like everything runs out of District 13.
Oh yeah, our phones will call District 13's dispatch, by the way. Found that out.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
not very helpful. They're not
Oh.
very helpful.
So why don't we just do that? If they're not helpful, not helpful.
Not like they only really like care about District 13. So like if you were in District 13, maybe be more helpful. But then I guess like your people would need to be in District 13 too. Like all the records and shit are in there, so
They keep
Maybe.
records in the Mad City.
records. You gotta pay taxes. You get arrested. There's like laws and shit
My
there.
God, Ben Franklin was right. The only two things, certain things in life, are death and taxes. Even in a different world, taxes.
Oh my god, Jeff.
Wait, so people have jobs and everything?
Yeah.
Bookstore.
Well, I know some people run stuff like this as a labor of love. But I mean, do they pay in coins or do they pay in other?
Currencies.
Yeah.
They pay in coins and whatever else the tax man asked for.
Like, the coins are made from memories. Is there like a place we go to cash out those coins?
Like maybe a bank? Or banks.
Do they like convert memories into coins?
Yeah, that's where you make the exchange.
Hmm.
What was the bazaar you were talking about then?
Oh
The
shit.
Bazaar.
The bazaar? It happens every day on the 13th hour. It's like a whole ass marketplace where people sell all kinds of shit. And there's like shows. Pretty cool. Everybody comes out for it. Because you can't like leave during the 13th hour. Except through that one door.
Hmm.
Is it guarded? The door.
I mean, kinda. Like, okay, I've never been there, but I've heard all kinds of crazy shit. Like, it's guarded by like snakes and bears, and like snakes on bears, or like it's guarded by the ladies in hating, or it's guarded by like all of the dude kids who disappeared, who just like turned into zombies. Like we might
A lot of very
Might need a-
stories.
Like we probably need a key. So you probably have to find a key. I don't really know where the key is. Probably in the high school.
If it's in the high school, it's either It's either going to be in the principal's office or the janitor's closet.
That's pretty smart. I don't really know where either of those would be, but probably in there somewhere. Maybe there's signs.
Okay, so just so I'm clear, are people born here?
I don't know. Someone had to be, right?
Well, I mean, if
You
there's all
think?
these people, with all these people here, and there being a high school with girls graduating, you'd think there'd have to be younger girls to take their place. Unless they get
Unless they just get
an influx from our
Miraculously.
world.
put in here.
Like, how often do new people show up?
Pretty much all the time. They don't usually last very long, though.
As in, they
You
go
guys are
back,
doing
or as in
great.
something happens to them.
Yeah, like something happens to them where they like go crazy, and they just stay here. And as you're like kind of standing outside of this line of shops, you might start to notice like some of the residents are behaving strangely. There's a little boy in like turn of the century garb who's been sweeping back and forth the same section of street over and over. It doesn't get any dirtier. It's just the thing that he is doing constantly. There's been someone driving back and forth, dropping off pedestrians, picking them up, driving them to the residential section. They climb out, they get back in the car, get driven back to the commercial section. The passenger never really goes into a shop, doesn't go into a building, they just keep doing the same thing over and over again. There's a policeman in the corner helping a group of passengers across the road, but the way he gestures is robotic. The same every time. He turns his head the same way every time. He lifts his hand the same way every time. There's just some of the people are moving along freely, but some of them seem to be stuck in kind of one single pocket of activities.
Jen, can I use my exhaustion talent?
Sure. What would you
Okay.
like to use it for?
Well, since my exhaustion talent being hyper focus, I'm thinking that if I were hyper focusing on the two different kinds of people and reasoning between why some are stuck in a loop and some aren't, perhaps I could find some way to tell which one is which, and maybe the difference because, so that way we don't get trapped in one of these loops.
Okay.
Okay. What do I need to roll for that?
Do you want to use the minor use of your exhaustion talent where your exhaustion level is the minimum number of successes, or do you want to use the major where you add an exhaustion and your total exhaustion is added to your successes?
Let's go with minor.
Okay. Then
Alright.
go ahead and roll. Let's see. So me going to roll 3 dice. So I'm liking your chances. Awesome. Happy birthday, me. I get a despair coin.
Oh, dang it.
But you do succeed. So you guys can watch kind of Lewis turn to face the activity going on in the road, back to the bookstore. He watches like a collection of people come and go, like the ebb and flow of traffic, of people, of life in the Mad City. And Sebastian, you realize that everyone seems a little empty. Even the people who seem to be going about more business than a loop, like the shopkeepers, the police officers, the shoppers. Everyone seems a little stuck. But the ones that seem less stuck seem to have more complex jobs. The shopkeepers have to load in product, they have to open doors, they have to do transactions. But like that little boy sweeping the ground outside of the shops, that's all he has. He is just a sweeper. Every single one of these people that you see is their job, is their purpose. That is all that they have. Their entire identity boiled down to a single label.
Hey, Jared.
When I come to that realization,
No, go ahead. Sorry.
I stand there dumbstruck for a good 30 seconds, just realizing what the implications of this on, well, one, my personal philosophy, and two, just on the extended ramifications. I'm just sitting here dumbstruck. I can't help but think that Tolstoy was right.
Who's that dude?
But don't worry, he does that a lot. He'll just
Rush it off.
Yeah. Everything reminds him of something.
Sorry, I do that.
Hey, Jared.
I guess hold on to that as long as you can, man.
Jared.
Yeah, Jasper?
Is there a way is there a way to untoy someone?
I don't know, maybe? Like, this cat can do a whole lot of shit.
How did you end up with that cat, by the way?
Meow.
Yo, you guys wanna hold the cat?
Yeah.
I will never say no.
Cool. I'll just pass the cat over to, since Trip answered first. Trip gets it first.
Cat.
For a little while. It's just a weird, doughy cat just mechanically purring in your arms.
This reminds me of a webcomic. It's so freaky.
Then your face starts to it feels like it's thawing. Like when you come inside from playing outside in the winter. Like the sensation starts to return. And then warmth starts to return. And motion starts to return. And everybody else can see sort of the plastic tracks that were wrapped around his head and his face. They start to dissolve away. So they are just him.
How much time do we have until the 13th hour?
I don't know. What time is it? And whoever checks, it's maybe been 10, 15 minutes.
Huh.
It's like 10:45.
Yeah.
You have a couple of hours.
I will
Quarter to
take
11.
the cat.
I mean, all it takes to get a cat. Same thing happens. Nothing at first just a cute, squishy, boneless plushie of a cat.
The best kind of cat.
But after a while, the feeling and the warmth and the motion starts to return to your arm.
What is
Sure.
Cat's name?
Cat?
Okay, thank you.
Man.
We can walk while holding kitty cat. Jasper's going to try to corral the group
Yeah.
out of the city. Back the way we came.
Back to the woods.
Where are we going?
I thought we were gonna go to the bookstore.
Well, I don't know.
bookstore.
Everybody decided to stand around and talk and call me crazy, but I dare say Doll's sister seems to still at least have her memories of her brother, and if there's a way to undoll her, maybe we should do that.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. It's a really good idea.
Yeah, cool.
Thoughts on how? My only question is how.
Same way we just
you're
undolled.
just holding a fucking cat, and you're back to normal.
What about
Fair
the
point.
shadow monster?
Fuck the shadow monster. Jasper continues marching.
We're just gonna follow Jasper.
As Jasper says, fuck the shadow monster, and starts to stomp away, Jared kind of... It's not so much a glare, but there's an extra long look. Before he also starts moving, leading, not really leading, Jasper knows the way, but accompanying the group back outside of the city.
Hey, Jared.
Hmm.
Can you do anything weird?
I don't know. Haven't really tried. Probably why I'm still sane. What can you do?
Oh,
That. I did
Sorry, Lewis.
I did roll for a very, very light zap.
Little
Just
spark.
straight up. Yeah.
All right, one madness dice with it.
One madness.
Cool. Goes off without issue. Just a little sparkle right off the top of the fingertip. Tickles a little, but it doesn't bother you or anybody else.
Good. Who does it?
Damn.
Oh.
That's it.
I can do more, but it's taxing.
You hear that? The rest of you guys have powers? Oh, shit, Jasper. What can you do, man?
Jasper's just walking.
Amelia, what can you do?
If I think about it hard enough, I can read your mind.
Sweet. Do you ever like hear anything you didn't want to hear? You know,
All the time.
damn, that sucks.
Amelia's gonna speed up and walk next to Jasper.
As you walk, nothing's gonna stop you from getting back to Toyland. It is going to take a while. It didn't feel like it took an hour to get out here, but it's almost going to take an entire hour to walk back to Toyland.
Worth it. In Jasper's mind, worth it.
That's what, quarter Noon or midnight?
10:45.
Well, it was
It was 11:45.
It was quarter to
now.
11. We were in town.
Now it is 4:45.
Oh, okay. We're just advancing. Got it.
Mid-noon.
Yeah,
11:45 anyway. We're not sure if it's midnight or noon.
some manner of 12.
Does anybody else have anything they want to talk about before you get back to?
I can't help but worry. So we untoy the kids. Got it. No questions. What about the dad?
I mean, it stands to reason you would also untoy.
I gesture to the head.
I mean, well, he's actually fully reformed back at the house. Oh,
But
not missing a head.
Weird. All
Not-
this is weird.
Not going to lie, only care about Marcus's sister.
What about Robbie?
If the group decides they want to, that's cool. Really only care about Marcus's sister.
Thanks, Jasper.
I'm just
Okay, if Toy Dad freaks out or tries to come at us, I'll just behead him again.
no. It's
Sounds
that's
like
not
a
what I'm
plan.
worrying about.
Damn.
Okay.
I'm worrying about. I was worrying about what happens if we get the cat to
Toyland.
try with the head right now outside of Toyland. Does this just become a decapitated human head?
Do you want it to?
No,
I kind of don't want it to.
I also don't want it to, which is why we're just not going to test that. That way we don't have to know.
Fair enough.
Are you cool with that, Marcus?
Cool with what?
If this does work and it
Experiment.
undolls your sister, didn't you say she tried to attack you? Or that she did attack you?
The doll did, yeah. But the dolls,
Did she attack you or was she just grabbing you?
she grabbed me by the throat.
Did she like do that before?
No, she's younger than me.
I don't know your family.
They thought I got
What
rid of
did
my
Jared just
sister.
say?
I don't know your family.
Oh, okay.
What did you think he said?
Something that would have cost me probably another exhaustion point.
Perhaps that's the bridge we should cross when we get there. We untoy her and then we deal with the consequences of untoying her.
I dare say the 5, maybe 6 of us can probably handle small child.
If
Plastic net.
if the guy's there, I can try to sneak in.
If the guy's there, I can look him in the eye and tell him to go do something anatomically impossible.
Amelia, can you
at
let
this
Lewis
point-
hold the cat?
As you walk
My
along,
plastic
same thing
neck, so-
happens. You get unplasticed.
Is the doll still sitting at the gate where we left it?
The doll is no longer sitting by the gate.
Huh.
Is it outside of Toyland, or is it just nowhere to be seen?
As you approach the gates to Toyland, you do not see it.
Is the gate still fucked
What's
up?
that gate look like?
Gate's still fucked up.
Eh,
Yeah. Same, right to the same place.
hive
Well, I
mind
guess
is
it's all
real.
dark.
Resetting instances. Not resetting instances.
All right. Do we
I
want
guess
to
we're
try?
heading back to Arthur's place.
Do we want to try to be tactful with Arthur, or do we want to do what we want? Not gonna lie,
I say we
not gonna lie, I could really stand to blow off some steam.
How about you do what you want to do to Arthur while we search for Alice, and then we can worry about detoying Arthur after he regenerates.
Why
as per.
Why are we detoying Arthur?
I mean, he's a person too.
He was content with keeping his kid and a person that wasn't his kid as a toy in a box in his house.
But we would
tried-
more. I don't know.
He tried to keep us too.
Is that him or is that the toying?
See, that's we don't know.
You know what? You know what? I'm fine. I'm fine. If we make him human and he's still the same way, I'm fine killing him as a person too. Whatever.
Okay. Oh,
Sure.
We-
What? Cool.
do we know what's going on with the army men?
Jasper's actually finally going to stop. He's gonna turn. He's gonna set down his stick. He's gonna sit down his plastic head. He's gonna put both hands on Trip's shoulders. He's gonna lean in real close. It's like, why do you have to worry about every minute detail of everything?
Because
Why?
that's the only way Do you actually want the answer?
No, I don't. I want you to
you
stop.
really want me to
I
tell
want you
you?
to fucking stop, is what I want you to do, but you're never going to. So, what details
Do you
we
think
need?
I like living like this?
What details do we need to stop and talk about now? Sebastian, tell me. Tell me which ones. Or do you want to go?
armed
Or do you
guards?
want to go 5 feet before you stop and think about another thing to worry about? Or maybe we can skip that one and we'll go another 5 feet and maybe.
Turn and walk away.
Pick up my stick, pick up my head, continue walking into Toyland.
Which direction does Sebastian walk away in?
Maybe
That's
we'll
a
let
great question.
maybe we'll let the army men hold the cat. Maybe they'll become actual soldiers. Why not? We're fixing everything. Maybe if the cat if the cat sits on the land long enough, it'll heal all of the Mad City.
Marcus, did you run to the left or the right out of the gate?
Into the woods.
Okay, I walk the opposite direction to where he has already run. Just like so, I'm assuming out the gate and to the right. Just away.
Like into the woods.
Woods on both sides. There's a path through the woods.
Then yes.
Okay. You
Amelia's
wander out into
gonna-
the woods.
Put her hand on Jasper's shoulder and kind of try to. Let's go get Alice. Let's see if we can find her.
Yeah.
As you approach the gate, you notice there's no breeze or anything. Nobody's stopping you from going in, at least.
If
No
I
sign
could,
of any army men?
Not from where you like walk directly into the gate. You don't really see anyone in your immediate view. You know, like the paths veer off kind of in a grid, so most of the toyland is obscured by houses. But right away, you don't see anything.
Jasper's just going to continue for Arthur's house unless he gets stopped.
Follow Jasper.
Marcus is gonna catch up to Jasper and just very quietly just say, thank you.
You're welcome. I hope I'm right. And that,
Haven't been wrong yet.
that your sister, at least still remembers you. And that's why she kept trying to grab you.
I will admit that I was kind of upset when we figured out that Jared is your brother, because it felt really unfair.
No, it's fine.
That's
fine. He had to do what he had to do. And, I accept that. I don't like it, but, I accept it. But, that they were taken from us, and what we were saying earlier, that it impacted all of us in so many different ways, and it just keeps walking.
I'm pretty sure if my dad hadn't stood up for me, I would have ended up in a very similar situation to what you did. So I'm sorry that happened to you.
It's okay. It's okay.
As everybody heads into the gate, and except Sebastian, if you look backwards, you'll notice Jared kind of peels off to the side to follow behind Sebastian off into the woods.
Does the cat stay with us?
Lewis had the cat last.
Right. Does cat stay with us?
Cat stays with you. Doesn't jump down.
Just making sure.
You got the cat.
Because if not, that's a whole new problem.
Nope.
It's a whole new Jasper going crazy.
Cat's just chilling with Lewis. Making the weird clicky purr.
Ugh.
Anything stop us from the gate to Arthur's house?
You're walking along just fine so far. I'm gonna go to Sebastian though.
Okay.
He is peeled away. Once you get to the woods, what do you do, Sebastian?
Here comes Disturbed.
I'd be lying if I said that song had not gone through my head. What do I do?
What do you do?
I keep walking.
Keep walking. Are you?
No, I'm not really. I'm not really paying a whole bunch of attention to where I'm going. And I know I should. But right now I don't care. Because right now I'm about as mad as I have been in a long, long time. Which is saying quite a bit. I'm not, now for the record, I'm not stomping or storming or anything. I am simply walking. And after I'm well out of sight, I am doing my very best not to break down crying.
If you turn around at any point, you will probably notice Jared following behind at quite a generous distance. Through the trees, you could barely really see his form weaving in and out of the foliage to keep up but not close in on you as you go. Kind of like he's keeping an eye on you. but not wanting to interfere with whatever it is you think you're doing. How far do you go? What would make you stop?
Honestly, maybe a quarter mile. What would make me stop? Any sort of like clearing or large impediment or major change in topography. A change big enough that I would notice it in my extremely upset state. But eventually, I'm going to probably come to a conveniently placed tree that is directly in my path and larger than most. Because eventually you gotta find one of those in the woods somewhere. I'm going to run on the assumption that I'm not aware of Jared right now, because this guy has absolutely no idea how to walk quietly in the woods, so he probably is not doing a very good job of being stealth.
You didn't read a book on that?
Well, actually, I did say I was in the Scouts previously in another episode, so...
I'm playing Chef.
Okay. No,
You read
because
a
now
book
that
and
you
that book
actually
was
raised that
magic.
point, that's a good issue. I love you too. Stop making me laugh. I'm trying to be serious, damn it. Mr. Matthews would be proud. I'm going to run on these. He's clearly not thinking, and he's being loud enough to cover him all the way back there, because he's also not listening for it.
Sure.
He gets to a large tree. They act like I don't already fucking know how I am. Like I don't see myself like this. Like I don't already fucking hate myself for this. Like I didn't grow up listening to every single adult tell me how mature and smart and positive I am. Because maybe, just maybe, if they said it loud enough and often enough, close enough to my parents, maybe, just maybe, they might possibly listen and actually possibly fucking give me some small crumb or modicum of positive reinforcement. I understand. I worry about everything and talk and think about everything, and that is why I am alone. It's why no one likes me. That's why no one liked me in high school. That's why I can't get a second goddamn date to save my life. That's why
From behind a tree, you hear a voice. Can I get a comment?
I'm sorry, say that again, please.
You hear a voice from behind the tree. Can we get a comment on that? This just in, Sebastian Tripp dies alone. It's just two little kids holding crumpled piles of paper and a pencil way too dull to actually write their heads where their heads should be. It's like Picasso meets origami, giant gaping black holes where their eyes should be, but they are staring at you from either side of that tree.
I pour as much of my hatred, my self-hatred, and rage at the situation, and hate of the impotent way I feel right now, into my madness power, and say, leave and never come near me again.
Are you focusing everything on one or both of them?
Both.
Both. Okay. I will be rolling 4 dice. But if you were focusing everything you got,
I'm rolling a lot.
give me 10 madness.
This is not a half measures anything right now. I don't think he's capable of half measures at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what they look like. Wow.
Over my cameras over those.
Jen, I need you to do me a favor. Can you tell me where it is you
20.
never, ever, ever go there?
What'd you say you cut out?
I need to know where you get all these so I can never, ever go there.
The robots.
She makes them.
robots.
She makes them with AI.
Oh, great. So now we're subjecting more than one intelligence to this kind of horror. It doesn't know better, Jen. It doesn't know better.
It does what I say.
You think she
This
made
right
the
here
stuff that this
is-
made?
This right here is why Skynet tries to kill us.
Skynet just wants to help us. Okay.
That was years ago, Chef.
Schwarzenegger's still alive. That story's not over. Yeah, I love how I 7 straight in madness.
Oh yeah.
You did.
Oh,
You
yeah.
did, and guess what else? Madness is gonna win.
Oh, I
So
I
be
had no
prepared
doubt.
to
Oh,
mark off a response. Where are you at with your responses?
I have one left.
Before or after this one?
I will have none left after this one.
Okay.
I forgot to ask, what happens after that? My madness goes up by 1 and they all clear?
Yeah, you snap. So your madness, you gain a permanent madness, you lose a permanent discipline, and everything resets.
This is good. So this is me snapping. Yes.
Would crickets care in any way, shape, or form help in this situation?
Let me think about that for a second.
Don't forget there are
Crickets
also
care?
still 2 earlier cares and 2 earlier harms.
Yeah.
Hey, Marcus got one of the cares and arms at the same time. Get out of that hole.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, been the ribs.
The double team of helping in the hole.
And then the kitty cat was the other.
Oh, okay.
The kitty cat to heal his leg was the other care. But what am I missing? Like right this second?
Cares
Cricket,
and harm.
Cricket redeemed a care if the other 2 cares have already been taken. There's still 1 more harm that you have yet to distribute, unless you just made that a pain coin, because I know you do like collecting those.
She did say happy birthday to me, I get a pain coin.
That was
Yeah, that was on a roll.
That was off a roll, not off a redeem.
I don't know.
But currently, there's only 1 outstanding care, and that is by 1 Miss Cricket.
Okay. So you feel a rush of heat as you command these 2 paper-headed boys
Beings.
to go away,
still there.
leave you alone, never bother you again. You feel the heat leave your body as though it were a force. And without like so much of a crinkle of an expression change. They turn around and they start to wander away. And you know you did that. It worked exactly like it was supposed to. But from the woods, you hear the sound of more footsteps. From the tree line, more crinkly paper heads.
Ah. In this case, it is very positive that I got the response I got. I'm going to look up, turn around, and book it.
The other direction?
The direction I just came from. Yes.
Jared, You're gonna get to Jared very quickly. Like somehow in the time you were having your monologue at the tree, he managed to close a ton of space. He reaches his arms out and kind of catches you as you run, fleeing through the woods, sort of pivoting so that his body is between yours and the paper boys. And it stops. The sense of panic, the sense of I need to flee, it immediately stops. You can uncheck one of those responses as your care.
There's
Thank
also been a heal by Starfinder Jack.
You're not hurt, are you?
Not at
And
the
a
moment.
second care by Ashley.
just-
Oh, and another care by Ashley.
did.
Damn.
Jared, an arm still around you, still like holding you together. You feel like you are physically and mentally being just held together
Damn it.
by Jared's company, his touch. You're not really sure what it is. But he sort of ushers you back at a very quick pace, just feet stomping through the fallen leaves, heading back toward the main path and the main gate. And we'll
Okay.
head back inside the city. What are the rest of you doing?
Town. We're Toy Town. We went to Toy Town, not the city.
Yeah.
I'm like,
So I'm making our way, if we're not already there.
Yep.
Okay.
Cat in tow. Giving the cat
You.
plenty of attention.
All right. What am I missing? We gotta heal. Okay. Who of you guys is still hurt?
I was stabbed by the wall once.
You're stabbed by the hole.
Still got my chomp from earlier.
Amelia, are you good?
I'm okay.
Okay. So let's see. Lewis, you've been holding on to that cat for a while.
Yeah.
For size.
That shoulder
not?
heals as well. And you know, why not? We're just passing along the love. After a minute, the cat kind of hops out of Lewis's arms and weaves its way around Jasper's legs. See if Jasper will pick it up.
Jasper's never had a pet before. What's it want?
Pick him up.
Just pick it up.
Like a doughy, clawless paw just like batting at the hem of your pants. You pick it up.
I'll
It starts.
turn to Lewis and hand him my stick and head.
Yep. Man, this thing is heavy.
Then pick up the cat.
Empty. Why is it so heavy?
You pick up the kitty cat. Mm-hmm. It's the weirdest, squishiest, doughiest you could probably just, if you really wanted to. But it seems happy to be picked up and starts purring.
Try to see if
Settle
it'll
into
be. Try to see if it'll be a shoulder kitty.
Doing great.
It kind of just like drapes itself over your shoulder. Like instead of sitting up on top of there, it's just like slung over you like a towel.
I'll take my disturbing things back from Lewis so he doesn't have to carry them for me.
Yeah.
As you walk along, your poked at shoulder also heals up.
Can't heal.
I have a good feeling about this. I think
It was a
good
wonderful
cat.
idea, Jasper. This is going to work out great.
It's gonna be good. This is gonna be fine. Nothing bad's gonna happen. Nothing bad's gonna happen. Somebody's gonna get to have their brother or sister back. One of them. Well, someone's going to. It wasn't me. Someone's going to. It's okay. It's okay. Like, something good will come from this. Something good will come from this. Something good's gonna happen. It's gonna have to come from. And like as he's like fretting the stick, as like he keeps just mumbling to himself, walking to Arthur's house. And if not, Arthur can't die, and I can just take it out on Arthur, and it'll be fine. And it'll be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. One way or the other, everything's gonna be fine. He'll turn and like
Amelia's just gonna like lay a hand on Jasper's shoulder.
He'll slowly turn to look at Amelia. He's like, everything's gonna be fine.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fine.
I wonder if he has more apple juice. Is the door closed yet?
Yeah, the door to Arthur's house is closed.
Because he's not raised in a barn.
Yeah, he has manners and upbringing. As you kind of like wander down that specific road, if in between Jasper's mumbles, if there is a moment of quiet, you might hear the clippy clap clatter of plastic feet the next street over. But the door to the author's house isn't locked. You can just open it if you'd like.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Arthur.
Welcome back, kids.
I'm gonna toss Arthur's head. I'm gonna toss Arthur's head at Arthur, just to see what his reaction is.
He's still sitting in the recliner, kind of in the living room. A new, fresh glass of apple juice in his hand. He doesn't really reach up to catch his head, because that, would risk the juice.
I'm going to. I'm not like, hey. I'm like underhand, like grandma, like bass, like grandma bowling, like aiming for his lap and/or feet.
It kind of like hits his stomach and then like bounces off to like roll off of his legs. He just he looks at it. He's like, huh. Well, that's seen some adventures.
Got him all the way to the Mad City. So now you can say you've been to the Mad City.
Oh. Well, I would never go to the Mad City.
Well,
you kids tired?
But you did. Points at the head.
Well, I wasn't there for that.
But you were. And like as I'm engaging Arthur in conversation of craziness, it's like just gonna peel cat off of him and hand him to one of the other party members for them to continue in the house while I distract Arthur.
Yep.
Amelia's gonna head towards the back room where the toy box is.
You tired, kiddo? Should I get you some fresh sheets? Some blankets, some pillows?
I think I'll be okay. Thanks, though.
Your kids tired? You need a nap? You need something to eat?
Nope. Walking.
Can I have a glass of juice?
Well, of course. You want apple or grape or cranberry or fruit punch or mango?
Never had mango before.
Well, it's a good time for firsts.
Sure
Arthur's
is.
gonna stand up and lead the way into the kitchen. Open up that fridge. It's just one juice carton. There's not like 6 different juice cartons. But when he pulls the one out, grabs a glass, starts pouring it, it's definitely an entirely different juice than the one he's drinking.
Hey, Arthur.
Yes, Jasper.
What memories have you given up?
What do you mean, what memories?
Well, apparently, in order to get stuff here, you have to trade memories for money. And you've got a lot of stuff here, Arthur.
Well, this was always here.
Was it?
This was always here.
Was
Holds
it?
out cup of juice.
Takes cup of juice. Was it?
This was always here. right, Amelia, what you doing?
Yeah, it's like Jasper's
back to the
literally
toy
just
box.
Jasper's literally just trying to lock Arthur in conversation.
Keep that taunt going.
Like, I went straight for the back room in the toy box.
Followed.
See if Alice was back.
Yeah. Room's exactly as you left it. The toy box is no longer broken. So that's strange.
Because it's always been there.
Do I see Alice anywhere in the room?
You do not see Alice anywhere in the room. She's posting in the little
toy
bed.
box.
Oh, look at that. You found Alice.
Good job.
Is the dog still there?
Or that dog still there.
Dog's still there. Dog is whole again.
Okay.
Mhm.
And
That
the robot
Screw's
boy,
still in there.
Robbie.
Robbie is also in there.
I'm
Screw
going
back
to
in the
remove Alice from the toy box and set her on the ground.
Like before, in this weird ass, predictably unpredictable place, she expands into full child size. Not quite a human size, but you know, my miniature me Barbie size.
Just gonna plop the
Hey,
doe cat on her doll-like body and kind of just see what happens.
The cat kind of seems to slide off and like make a little lap around the doll for a minute. Like it doesn't fully recognize that as a person. It seems very people friendly, but it doesn't
Okay.
seem.
So I will regather doe cat and the doll and just hold them together like a sandwich.
Rubbing the cat on the doll.
Like
Throw that
cat on
cat
my
hair.
chest, Alice doll
Scrunch,
on
scrunch,
top
scrunch,
of cat. So just make like a doe cat sandwich.
Just like bear hugging them together.
Yes.
Okay.
If I hug hard enough,
The magic will work.
you have to have enough cat hair per square inch.
Trust me, Amelia's got that covered.
Nothing seems to happen immediately, but it didn't before either. There were always a couple of seconds before anything changed.
Where's
But the first thing you start to notice is that the doll in your arms starts to get heavier. Marcus, what are you doing besides not paying attention?
Getting called out.
Yes.
Did you go with Amelia and Lewis back to the room where your doll sister is?
Stopped in the doorway, is terrified to approach, and is terrified to watch what's going on because he's worried it's not going to work.
Okay. So you are in the doorway of the bedroom, or are you in the doorway of the house?
Of the bedroom where they're at.
Okay.
And in case that Arthur turns around and notices me, I'm going to use my exhaustion talent.
Okay. What are you going to use it for?
I make myself unintrusive, unseen.
Okay.
He
Do you want
isn't
to-
going to notice me there.
Do you want to use the minor or the major? And do you need me to explain the difference?
I would like you to explain the difference. 'Cause, I'm dumb. Hi.
No, you're fine. You've missed a couple games. So the minor use sets your exhaustion dice as the minimum number of successes. So you can't have less than that success. If you add an exhaustion to use the major use, you add your exhaustion to your successes.
I really don't want this guy to see me. I'm going to go ahead and go major.
Okay. So add an exhaustion.
Okay.
He's kind of engaged in conversation, but it is a kind of small house. So I will roll 3 dice just to see if he at any point looks your direction. I can't win. Well, let's see what happens. It's not like it's a madness power where you kind of like know in your soul that something is snapped and is working. But he doesn't at any point look over in your direction while he's engaged in conversation. A loop of a conversation with Jasper.
Jasper's practicing loop conversations with his fellow asylum mates.
Amelia, as this doll, are you holding it like while you're standing? Are you sitting? How are you positioned?
As the doll got heavier, I would have sat down so as not to squish the kitty cat.
Hulu.
It takes a while, and that ticking mechanical purring coming from the cat, the longer you hold it there, like quieter and quieter it gets. But you start to feel this stuffed body of the doll start to stiffen. You start to feel warmth returning first to its torso, and then it spreads out to its limbs. And then color starts to return. That sickly, unnatural porcelain ivory color starts to flush a lively pink. The doll's features softening from hard, cold porcelain to the sleeping features of a young girl. Long dark hair, cheeks just a little dirty, twigs in her hair, a tattered little nightgown and socks up to her knees. And as the last strand of hair seems to transform from stringy plastic to real life hair, the cat kind of goes quiet and still.
You can't do that to me now. Amelia's just gonna be sitting there stunned at this moment. Like, no words, just staring between the two of them.
And it looks like this girl, Marcus, you're Alice. She's exactly like you remembered her. It doesn't look like she's aged more than maybe a few months. Unlike Jared, who's definitely older than he was when he disappeared, Alex hasn't really changed at all. Her chest rises and falls slowly as she breathes, eyes closed, like she's sleeping.
He's gonna move into the room, sitting next to Amelia, and just very slowly reach over and scoop up his baby sister and just hold her.
As she's jostled just a little bit in the transfer from sort of one lap to another, her body stiffens and she gives like a little gasp as her eyes flutter open. She doesn't like grab for you. There's no aggression behind it. It's not like a jump scare situation. She's just been woken up from a very, very deep nap.
Doesn't say anything for a long moment. It's like they make eye contact.
The second she kind of turns her head, cranes her neck to see who's holding her, her eyes widen Her chin trembles. Her gaze gets like wet and red as she just kind of stares at you. Marcus.
She's
she
gonna
just-
hug her.
Yeah, she throws her skinny little arms around you, burying her face in your shirt as she just cries, clinging to fistfuls of fabric, her shoulders shaking gently as she sobs. Where did you go? Where did you go?
I didn't go anywhere. You left. You were taken.
I didn't mean to. I was all alone.
It's not your fault.
This place, how did you come from me? How did you get here? Did you get taken?
I woke up here.
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. It's okay. We're gonna get home. We're gonna go back to Dad.
Big watery eyes stare up at you, Marcus, as she just kind of nods her head and then buries her face against you again. And Sebastian, in the woods, what's up?
I'm trying to deal with the fact that I swear to Christ you've been talking to my children. Because my kids have had that conversation with me in that tone in the past 3 days.
First of all, I don't know how I keep psychicking your life. Second of all, I'm not really sure what you're talking about.
The where did you go? I'm sorry, I didn't know kind of tearful conversation. Jesus, that hurt.
Jared is trying to basically guide you back to the gate. Once you kind of come back to your senses, what do you do?
I'm hurrying and
Yeah, dude,
kind of
don't
like-
talk. Dude, don't talk to them. Like,
I didn't know they were there.
they're like fucking everywhere, dude.
News?
Yeah, that's what they do. Like news. And man, if they do a news story on you, but fuck, man, we gotta get you out of here before they print that. You hear what they said to
On
you?
them
Oof.
yeah, they say I die alone.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking harsh.
We all die alone.
Not if you're creative enough. Anyway, things they print kind of comes true, so we should probably get you out of here before that goes to print.
Still walking.
So, is sad just like your thing?
It's become what started off as being routinely reminded as my eternal insufficiencies to the, well, presumed ghost of a dead person eventually came full circle in a lot of mental illnesses that are pretty much define my existence these days, yes. Sad is not my thing.
Why do you let it define you?
Because it defined how every person I cared about, I should say, currently, sees and interacts with me.
You sure?
So far. Present company excluded, of course, but then again, you and I haven't known each other for more than a few hours.
Cause like, dude, like one of the things that you kind of like learn here is that shit, like nothing is what it seems. And I don't remember a lot about Wicker,
Jasper?
no. Wisteria. I don't remember a lot about that place. Okay. But pretty sure that rule works in the normal world too. Like whatever you like see and whatever you hear, like it's kind of whatever. It's never like totally right. So I don't know, maybe you're just making shit up. Gives him like a big old pat on the back.
Maybe I'm just making shit.
Mm-hmm. We can make up shit that hurts us. It's not an exclusively like good for us thing.
No, I forgive me for this, but I am somewhat emotionally raw. Every person with with very few exceptions, so few I can't really remember them, has made me live in the shadow of someone.
Oh,
I
fuck that. Look at
understand.
me, dude. Look at me.
Yes.
Look at me. Like right here.
Okay.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but dude, I guarantee the number one person doing that shit is you.
Probably.
Just stop. You got cool
Wow.
powers now, man. Fuck it.
You saw what I did to them?
Yeah.
Imagine me trying to do that for my own good.
Wasn't that for your own good?
Let me rephrase. Imagine me trying to use that power to get a girlfriend. Even if I thought she loved me, she wouldn't have had a choice.
So?
So that's not love. That's
Well, if what you want is love, you don't do that. Listen, I don't know much about girls, to be honest. There's not a lot around here.
okay.
I don't think that's how you get women.
Well, I can't say I'd really know, because at this point, nothing's worked so far. I've tried
that
being
like-
interesting, tried being funny. I've tried knowing something about them. I've tried knowing something about damn near everything.
I don't think that's how it works. Like, you can't, like, study it. Love.
There have been many advances since you've left. I can guarantee you that because I have at least 7 books about how to find, identify, or cultivate love sitting
Oh
in
my
that one
God, dude.
particular place in the library.
No. That right there. That's your fucking problem.
One of them.
You, like, hate yourself so damn much that, like, you think a book's gonna tell you how to be good.
No, I hate myself so damn much that I think the only hope I have is somebody else looking in from the outside and pointing out my massive failures to the way that I can see them and possibly, just maybe, walk around the massive number of issues I have to try to get to something resembling a normal and positive life. Dude, I
Okay.
put my therapist kids through college.
Get a new fucking therapist, dude. This one's not working.
There's only one. It's a small town. You know this.
Is there not, like, you like books? Is there not, like, a book?
Yeah, quite a few of them.
Maybe
The
study those
DSM-4 and
before you're,
all.
like, How to get chicks being sad. Come on, let's go.
I'm still walking. How to get chicks being sad. Sadly enough, that is a thing, and I can't do that either. I've tried the emo, it didn't work.
I don't know that you would know if it did. But back to the house. How's everyone doing?
I'm feeling some disturbance in the force, like shades of my brother are still there, as he has a very similar, but albeit nicer, less mentally breakdown version of a conversation that I had with Sebastian. Jared learns his madness power is leaving Sebastian in the woods. I'm continuing to keep Arthur busy. This is all Marcus and Amelia and Lewis if he decides to reinitiate his combat with the dog.
Thought about it.
Round
You
2.
need to make sure Jolene the cat is okay at this point.
Jolene.
She keeps
Amy
describing
has
it as
named
the
the cat.
It
Now
is
it's
a dope
Jolene.
cat.
Yeah, but that is
Amy
the
now
Did
works
you
with your
sing
cat.
that the first time? You sang that to the tune of Jolene the first time you thought of it, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay.
What do you guys?
100%. 100%.
What do you guys?
I'm watching the scene of reconnection between Marcus and his sister, and I'm also curious about the cat, but I am not interrupting the scene of Marcus reuniting with his sister.
Amelia, what do you do with a cat when you're no longer smushing human and cat together?
Petting it, trying to see if I can feel the ticking inside of his chest. Just looking for signs of life in Jolene the cat.
It just seems like a stuffed animal. Its little button eyes still wide open, little whisker still there, but it's not moving or purring or anything right now.
Why am I laughing at the hot light coming up?
I'm just glad it's not coming for you.
Mm-hmm. Whew.
Marcus just takes the time to console his sister, picks her up, and is getting ready to walk out of this house with her. And it is noticeable that to the group that, like, when he picks her up, he is standing a little taller, his back straighter. Like, there's determination in his eyes.
As you pick her up, she kind of hops up, arms around your neck, legs around your waist, just holding on for dear life. Her hair covering her eyes so she can't really see anything going on around her. And as you kind of get ready to leave, Jasper, you're talking to Arthur, and he hears something.
Uh-huh.
Turns his head, looks
Turns
right
his-
at the door.
Turns his head, looks right at the door.
Right at the door to the bedroom,
Uh-huh.
Close look.
and says, "Well, hey, kids." And that's where we're gonna end tonight.
It's Jasper.
We're gonna end it tonight.
Yeah, I was like, oh, he's not looking at me anymore. He's paying attention to something happening in the house now. Oh, that's a shame.
Here's
Gonna be walking,
here's the wind up.
gonna be walking around with
not.
two heads.
Just juggling.
For balance.
Didn't know I could do this.
It's gonna be like an American Gladiators. It's gonna be like one Arthur head at one end of the stick, another.
Come on, Arthur. I can keep
Out of
doing
the
this all day.
mental image, damn.
Maybe your
Yeah.
AI can generate that picture for us.
Alright, listen.
Matt's exhaustion power, headhunter.
Oh no. So how was tonight?
Great.
Sorry, everybody.
Great for me.
Superb.
Jasper didn't have a medal.
great game.
Jasper didn't go from super high. Oh my god, my brother's still alive. My brother's still great. Oh, look at my awesome. He actively chose to forget about me, based off the rules of his coin, of how to get coins and everything. And then everything changed.
All downhill.
Matt, I legitimately couldn't tell if you were just mad if it was you or Jasper being pissed off for a
Oh
good
no,
third of the game.
it was all Jasper. All Jasper. Matt had a great time
I have
tonight.
an excellent role play.
I had so much fun
Having-
role play.
Having to do the what are you mad at me?
That's usually
Am I
Jen's
free?
job.
Yeah.
Jen's usually the one making you worry if you've pissed her off.
Yeah.
Normally I
This time I'm doing all the pissing off.
No,
All
it was
right.
all just role play. I love you, Chef.
Okay.
I promise.
All right.
I swear.
Props o'clock. It's props o'clock, boys and girls, and everything in between. Who wants to go first? We're just gonna do Lewis first, like for everything,
That's
because
fine,
that
that's
is how
fine.
it is now.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Do it.
Everybody, once again, everybody is completely just beating ass across the board. All of y'all are fucking doing it. Sebastian, for his moment in the woods.
You know, Jen's just been sitting on that image, waiting for somebody to be alone in the woods. Mm-hmm. Just sitting there, just like, oh, the second click, done, let's go.
Jasper, obviously.
4.
Wait, I cut out and I'm
Let's
back. I'm cut
Just
out
his
and I'm back
absolute
now.
planning of like, I'm just gonna take Arthur out over and over. Like that's commitment.
What did I miss?
Yeah, you were getting praise.
Oh, yay, praise!
Good job.
Thank you. I don't know what I did, but yay.
Your plan of continuing to just
Just
maintain
Groundhog
Arthur being
Day
out of it by
vein
being
further.
just
First
head going over and over
second.
again.
If it ain't broke.
Yeah.
I'm here for the commitment.
Science.
Now the term
Jasper.
premeditated gets kicked around in the courtroom.
I'm in a pickle for who to pick. But if I have,
Nobody gets anything for anything, so you can do them both. I don't care.
well, I'm gonna go with Marcus. Because if anything, for the in-character reasons of, oh hey, at least one person also cares about their sibling.
That's fair.
At least it's not just me.
Marcus.
Hey, some of us are extra shook after seeing your reunion.
Fear of the unknown. All right, Marcus. Your turn.
So we got 2.
Go for it.
First one's for Jasper. Just because the roleplay chops of going from absolutely pissed off to no, like, I get it, I'm trying to help you. Like, I want this to work for you. Secondary one actually goes to you, Jed, because that was just all my feels.
All the feels.
All my feels, like, as, like, hit me right in the parent feels of all things, though.
That's fair. Tiny humans. They'll do it.
Especially because, like, this week's been a whirlwind. I have moved 350 miles.
And
I was not missing this game.
I'm glad you could join us.
Mm-hmm.
And I now gift my power back. to Daddy.
Well, did Chef go?
I thought he did. Did you go? I don't remember anymore.
No.
Oh, we're just forgetting all about.
No
I
need
have
to
that
be.
effect
Don't
on
be
people,
mean
it's okay.
out of character.
It's more to cover the fact that I felt bad. Go ahead.
Wow.
I was like so
mean.
Marcus's was like so good, and I was like, "Oh, praise for me!" I'm
Yay, just for me. Wrap it up.
just gonna say
Excuse
this.
me
Everybody
while I
go home.
mark this list right here a little bit.
Listen, you got free therapy. Please tell me who made your night.
Well, honestly, everybody, but for very different reasons. Matt, because of the outstanding role-playing quality, and I legitimately couldn't tell how pissed off you were,
None.
which is a
None.
fantastic thing, I believe. Oh,
No,
I know that now.
no anger at all from me. Jasper, none
yes.
from me.
Oh, Jasper. Oh, Jasper.
Amy just having the ultimate meltdown about the cat. Like, because I'm fairly sure that if we had panned back to you, you would be contemplating some serious Frankenstein, like steal the dog's batteries, bring it back to life kind of energy.
You described
Oh,
it as a
that's
stuffed
me.
animal, so I don't know if there is actual batteries, but there was gonna be a check.
Yeah, that's my point. Oh my god.
I'm the Frankenstein.
Okay, fine. You're the Frankenstein.
Look, Lewis and I spent tons of time as children, me reading the books for the robots and him put the robots together. We could figure this out.
I've got several books. I'll help.
Of course you do.
Honestly,
Of course you do.
Nerd.
no. The fun part is I mean that in real life.
Nerd.
Yes.
All right, are there any more props, Chef?
Yeah. Let's see. Honestly, John, you absolutely rocked it with the Solo coming back in to the party with a brand new person. The fact that you chose the White Ranger, still on the fence about it. That's something I'm gonna have to make peace with later. And Pierce, just for the sheer comic relief and commentary, he realized his madness power was leaving Sebastian in the woods. Thanks for that. Needed that. So yeah,
Keep it light. You gotta keep the light. You gotta keep that light going.
Matt's light, because that one's still go. And Jen, that was fantastically done. Like seriously, you hit me right in the parrot.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no.
All right. Well then, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us on this Death's Door episode 4. They don't get names because Jen is the one in charge of them and she never gives it names, so we're just going with numbers. We were joined tonight by Lewis, portrayed by Pierce Powertough, Amelia, portrayed by Miss Cricket, Sebastian, aka Trip, portrayed by Chef Corhall, Marcus, portrayed by Luxor 1081 and of course this game was run by JenOfThieves, aka DM Mommy. We will be back tomorrow at noon with Vampire the Masquerade Sabbat, episode 4. If that doesn't tickle your fancy, we of course have Hunter the Reckoning on Sundays, which is also on episode 4. Gasp, surprise, shock, horror, I know. Socials, Discord. If you're watching this on YouTube, these are down in the About section. Discord, if you're not part of our Discord community, come join us in our Discord community. Come hang out with us. Tell us how awesome we are. And then come and join in the games yourself. We would always love and welcome new players. Miss Cricket is a new player this season, and she can tell you all about how awesome and fun it is. YouTube, if you're watching this on YouTube, obviously you've already found us on YouTube. Make sure to punch that subscribe button, though. And give us a like or a dislike, a comment. Tell us how much you love us or hate us. I'm fine with either. Honestly, truly, really. I really am. And of course, Patreon. Give me your money so we can keep making awesome things for you guys. Because that's why we do this. That's not true. We do this because we love role playing. But added bonus, other people can like our role playing. So haha. All right. And if we don't see you, I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. And as always, remember, Daddy
And Mommy.
love you very much.